Hey everybody, KVHD here, and welcome to a different type of thing. I'm going to be talking about the movies that I have seen last week. So anything I watched from last week, I have rated and reviewed on a little app known as LetterBoxd. This is not sponsored, but LetterBoxd is a pretty cool app. You can rate, review movies. There's some pretty neat people up in there. Get to know some people. Or don't. I just use it to rate movies. Plus, it sets, if you are like me and you watch the movie and you rate and review it right after you watch it, then the review will show up in a diary and it gives you the day, month, year of when you watched, rated, or reviewed said movie. Anyway, I reviewed 5 movies this week. Last week. I'm going to start doing this, okay? So the first one is Unhinged. Now, if you don't know, Unhinged came out, I believe, like 2020, 2021, 2022, maybe. Probably not. I think it was like 2020 or something. And pretty much, moral of the story, I don't want to get into too much spoilers, but then again, it is an older film, so forgive me if I do get into spoilers. Unhinged, Russell Crowe, Gladiator, very good. Very, very good. It's the first movie I watched this week, and I give it a 5-star rating. I enjoyed it. I loved it. All the actors do a great job. The story, if you don't know, pretty much this one guy gets really bad road rage. And he starts targeting this woman. And that's about all I'm going to say. But for the most part, yeah, it's great. It's Russell Crowe. You like Gladiator? I didn't. I rated that too. That was not this week I'm talking about, but a long time ago when I first got LetterBoxd, I rated that. And it's not one of my movies, but this movie, bro, this movie made me put a password on my phone. I ain't gonna tell y'all why, but that's the point. Y'all gotta go watch it. It's Unhinged. I believe it's on Netflix. If you own Netflix. But by far, I mean, the guy, Russell Crowe, his character, terrifying. There's a family in the beginning. You'll see them. Great family dynamic. Super good family dynamic. Everything is good. Everything is really, really good. There's one thing that I'm not the biggest fan of towards the end. I ain't gonna say it, but there's one little thing that I don't really care for, but it wasn't big enough for me to detract any point from the 5-star rating. So, Unhinged, 5 stars. That was the 13th, right? So what's that? Monday. That was Monday of last week. Skip the 14th, didn't watch nothing, and move on to the 15th. Now we have X. Now, for anyone that doesn't know, X is a horror movie about porn stars and old people. And pretty much Mia Goth is in it, Jenna Ortega's in it. And I rated that 4.5 stars. It is a good movie that has a solid point. But there's definitely stuff in the movie that's like a little too much for me, you know? And they could have been better. I know it could have been better. But all in all, it is not a bad film. Plus, like I just said, Jenna Ortega's in it. Mia Goth is in it. And if you don't know anything about Mia Goth, I think her name's Mia Goth. I really hope I'm not screwing up her name. She's really talented. Just to give you a little foreshadowing here, 2 of the next 3 movies are Mia Goth. I'm just saying. she's very talented. So her performance, Jenna Ortega's performance, done great. Done great. Nothing wrong with their performances. The cast, awesome. Lovable people. Right? Everything's done great. I really enjoy it, but there's just small little things that make me not enjoy it as much. So it's 4.5. Yeah? That was the 15th, so that's Wednesday. Now let's move on. Not to the 16th, but to the 17th. Friday. Yeah? Now Friday, I wanted to keep watching horror because it's my favorite genre of movie. I love horror movies. It's just what it is. So I watched Alien Romulus for the first time. And 5-star. 5-star. If you could go past 5-star on LetterBoxd, I would. It is so good. It's so good. It is so freaking good. It makes all the other movies seem less good. I love the Aliens franchise, yeah. Some of them are great. Some of them are Prometheus. And, we'll leave it there. But Alien Romulus does a really good job at being an Aliens movie, but staying truthful, staying loyal to its fans, and not treating its fans like we're all stupid and didn't see Prometheus, right? So they still make the connections and shit, but they make it feel like an Aliens movie, and that is very important. The cast is great, right? Main character's great. There's one guy who's a complete jackass, but the point of his character was to be a complete jackass. So, he did his job. All of the people in the movie did great. The aliens, great. Everything. There's one piece, again, I ain't gonna say what happens, yeah? I'm gonna say the girl, the main protagonist, something happens, and then something saves her, and then I get a little confused as to why said thing saves her. And with that being said, that's all I'm saying. The movie is great. It's great. It's one of a kind. It's a very good Aliens movie. And I think if you ever get the chance to watch it. Because it's really good. I promise you, you will not regret watching Alien Romulus. On to the 18th. Now we're not skipping days no more. Yes, I am counting the weekends as part of the week. It is. It's a 7-day week. We're not skipping days. The 18th and 19th both have movies. And they're both connected to X. X has 2 movies. A prequel and a sequel. Yeah. So, the one we're talking about right now, the 18th, is Pearl. Now, it's not really spoiling. I ain't gonna say much. But Pearl is one of the characters you meet in the first movie. Basically, we get to learn her backstory from when she was the main protagonist, yeah? And I gave it a 3-star. And I'm not gonna lie. It's not necessarily bad. But the first 40 minutes, I'd like to say, not much happens. I mean, it's a lot of world building and character building, but as far as, watching a horror movie and expecting horror, it doesn't happen like that. It's good. It just isn't my type of movie. So for me, it just... I'm not going to give it anything lower than a 3, but I'm not going to give it something higher than it deserves, in my opinion. So 3, very straight down the middle, yeah? We get to learn her backstory. There's good moments in it. There's really good moments in it. There might be some of the best moments ever in it, actually. The ending I ain't gonna say much, but the ending is unsettling. Okay? I want you to do something for me. Stare into your screen. Don't blink, smile, and then just stay like this for the next 20 minutes. Go ahead and try to last that long. Smiling into a camera, no blinking. And you got the ending of Pearl. It's terrifying. It is completely terrifying to see. Oh my god. It's so unsettling. It messed me up good when I watched it. So, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm not saying there's no good moments in said movie. But, for me personally, not enough happens throughout the entirety of the film to give it a rating higher than it deserves. Like, I don't think that it's better than X. I don't think it's better than X. It's nowhere near Alien, Romulus, and Unhinged. Nowhere near. That's just... Yeah. I refuse to even put that in the same sentence. Let's go to the last movie of the week. And that is Maxine. Now, Maxine is another character from the first movie, X. This is not the sequel to the prequel or nothing. This comes right after X. Pearl is a prequel that takes place like freaking 70 years prior or something like that. Maxine is a sequel. It takes place not too long after the events of X. I rated it a 3 as well. Now, I will say, without question, Maxine has its moments. Same as Pearl. Maxine has its moments. And honestly, I enjoyed Maxine a little bit more than Pearl. But the reason why it has the same rating is there's big things in Maxine that just kind of throw me off. One, the ending is anticlimactic as hell. If you get the chance to watch Maxine, you'll understand what I'm saying. I won't spoil it for you, but it is the most anticlimactic ending ever. It is so lackluster, it made me regret putting the movie on in the first place. And then, I'm going to say this, so spoiler alert, but it's not really a spoil because it never ends up anywhere. But for some reason, yeah, this private investigator is like, yeah, I have a videotape, and it's going to expose you to the world for what you did. I want y'all to understand something. That videotape did nothing, okay? Nothing. Throughout the entire movie, it was nothing. It was, she didn't give a shit, we didn't give a shit. As the viewer, we didn't give a shit. No one cared at all. And the movie never addresses it again. And when you stop for a second and think about what you watched in X, that camera was only used to record porn. That's what X is. It's porn stars. That camera was only used to record that. It wasn't used to record any of the shit that happened outside of that. So there's no evidence. There's no evidence of it at all. Even the part that she watches in the VCR, it's her. It's just her. You don't see another guy. You don't see nothing. It's just her. And yes, I guess if you see the other people, it's like, hey, those guys, they're dead. They're dead and you're alive. But it's not enough to, like, ruin her career or nothing. It's not enough to tie her to murders. It's just enough to say, hey, you were with these people and now they're all dead. That's a little suspicious. But they never use it like that. Ever. So, Maxine, to me, good movie. Same as Pearl. Has its moments. But it doesn't get higher rating than Pearl. Not because it's not better than Pearl, but because it just has shit that really frustrates me a lot. With that being said, that was this week's LetterBoxd review. come back next Monday, and I'll be doing another one of these because I kind of enjoy it. And I might even stream, like just do like live streams on YouTube while I'm watching movies. You know? That way, if you're at the live stream, you can get my live, honest reactions to said movies I'm watching. And if you're not there for the live streams, one, I get to plug the live streams, but two, I also could just tell you there, like, hey, this is that is this, that, this, and the third, right? And with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed. I know this is different, but like I said, I just don't know what to do here anymore. So, yeah. This has been your boy KVHD. I'll see y'all in the next one. Take care and peace!